everybody, and welcome back to Spark of Vintage. I am Cindy, the owner and head treasure hunter here, and we're so excited that you're here with us because we are embarking on a pretty fun challenge. For the next 25 days, we are doing what I'm calling the Crafty Christmas Countdown. I am going deep into my craft room and diving in to all the things that I haven't played with, opened, or used. Now, I know we're all guilty of that because we all love the new things that are just coming out. But I thought it might be fun for me to just kind of go back in, re-explore, maybe do some new techniques or revisit some old ones that were a lot of fun that I haven't done in a while. So each day for the month of December, I'm going to pick one item that's been lurking in my craft room, not getting a lot of attention. And so we're just going to see what we can do with them. So it might be stamps, it might be texture paste, stencils, just things that I have not seen in a while that feel new to me. So rather than shopping a lot this month, I'm going to shop my own stash. And I invite you to join me too in the comments every day. Put in there what you're finding in your craft area that maybe you'd forgotten about. So I'm glad that you're here. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're finding too. And so we'll just get started with day one of the Crafty Christmas Countdown. But I'm going to use something that I had completely forgotten about. This is the Simon Hurley Memory Foam Sponge. So this actually is a super cool tool. It is a squeezable sponge. This comes from the Ranger line. You can put any impression of any object as long as it's not sharp and won't cut the foam. And this foam will pick up that impression and you can use it for stamping. So if you buy a lot of vintage like I do and you love some of the patterns that are on old trays, I have right here an old perfume bottle that, look how delicate and beautiful that is. Wouldn't that make a gorgeous little stamp? Well, we can do it with the memory foam. So let's experiment. This stamping foam is a moldable foam piece that's great for creating original and really unique stamps. You just use heat from your heat gun, usually on a lower setting, maybe even your heated craft tool from Ranger, in order to make the foam a little bit softer so that you can press your foam into any textured surface. I would hold it in place for about 5 to 10 seconds. And then when you pop your item off of the foam, there is your beautiful impression. I use the Tim Holtz Distressed inks for this with a little spritz of water to kind of get some movement on that ink. I wouldn't particularly use archival or oil-based inks on this because it may adhere to your foam. Didn't that come out beautiful? And here's the magic. Once you're tired of that impression, you just use your heat gun again to heat the foam back up and the image disappears. I remember Simon doing a video where he used the foam with his dies, so let's try it. Again, you'll want to heat your foam, but when working with dies, make sure that you put the die cut side up. We don't want to put the cut into the foam because it will cut the foam piece. Also be careful because we don't want you to cut your fingers. So when pressing on the dies, just do it gently. I inked up the stamp with a combination of distressed stamps as before with a light spritz of water. And I love how moody this one came out. Let's go for another impression using the back side of the perfume bottle. As before, I used some deep blue distress inks and a spritz of water. Depending on your water saturation, it'll give you a different impression. This time I went a little heavier because I want to see if I could do a second stamping with the same amount of ink and water. As long as your stamp stays cool, you'll keep that shape, whatever that impression is, and you can use it over and over again for as many prints as you want to make. And here's just a few of the prints that I was able to make in just under a half hour while I was filming. And if you'd like to try it for yourself, I'll have a link in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 2.